I am very interested in the interaction between mania in particular, but mania and depression, and how the mind imagines and creates. So I'm working on a book about the poet Robert Lowell at the moment, and almost every minute, there are frustrating moments, but almost every minute I'm just amazed at the interaction of character and bad disease and what people do with it. And here's somebody who was hospitalized 20 times for severe mania, and each time came back, put his life together, and wrote some of the most brilliant poetry of the 20th century. And I feel very lucky for that I could study that. I'm personally drawn to him partly because I love his work and I think he's an incredible poet, partly because when I was 17 and I'd had my first breakdown, one of my teachers, my English teachers, gave me two of his books, two of his volumes of poetry, and said, you know, I think you might get something from these books. And what I didn't get, you know, how to live your life more fully sort of book. He doesn't write that kind of poetry. But what I did get out of it was that enormous sense of discipline and structure and brilliance of dealing with hard things like death and madness, and dealing with them with courage, and that somebody had done that. That nobody, when I got diagnosed, nobody talked about these illnesses. There were no names that were out and about, and I came from my father's a military officer, and you know, people just didn't talk about their personal lives in that sense. And to read someone who wrote very succinctly about madness, he wasn't all over the place, and it wasn't great, you know, gnashings of teeth kind of writing. It was highly disciplined and beautiful writing. And so I've always felt like I owed a debt to Robert Lowell, and I've been very lucky to be able to study his work.